Imagine a house that actually transforms with your life. Adapting as your family grows, or maybe your needs just shift over time. Or picture this, a hospital, a whole hospital, built in just 10 days. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the really surprising world of volumetric modular housing. We'll look beyond the hype at the huge promise, but also the unique challenges and some cutting-edge research trying to make it truly adaptable and, resilient.
Yeah, exactly. And for this dive, we're drawing on a few key things. There's a 2022 University of Huddersfield study looking specifically at that long-term flexibility in homes, plus some critical reviews on how these structures perform, especially in seismic zones, and also findings on the real-world hurdles UK contractors face trying to implement this stuff. So our mission really is to unpack this evolving industry for you.
Okay, let's get into it then. Modular construction homes built in factories, assembled on site, sounds great. Huge benefits, right?
Speed is the big one everyone talks about.
Right, like that hospital example you mentioned from the sources, Wuhan, China, 1,000 beds in 10 days.
It's pretty staggering, yeah.
I mean, that's faster than I can pick paint colors. Forget building a hospital. Right. And it also cuts down waste, improves quality.
Because of the controlled factory environment?
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing that interests me, the potential paradox maybe. With all that speed up front, can these homes really adapt over, say, decades? Or are we maybe trading that long-term flexibility for the quick build?
That's precisely the tension the research pulls out. You've got what they call mass customization, picking your finishes, maybe tweaking the layout at the start. We see that with companies A and B in the sources.
Okay, like choosing kitchen counters or something?
Kind of, yeah. But that Huddersfield study highlights how those initial choices can actually sort of lock things in and limit changes later. Real flexibility in use, as they term it, means the house can genuinely evolve years down the line. Maybe your living habits change, new people move in, you need to renovate.
So the designers need to build in, what did you call it, indeterminate areas?
Yeah, indeterminate areas. Yeah, or an empty canvas within the structure, something you can genuinely adapt later without a massive overhaul.
An empty canvas in your home. That's quite a concept. Feels different from just buying a finished product. Like Company C in the UK, the sources mentioned they're exploring designs where you can easily extend into the roof space later.
Exactly. Or providing, say, a ground floor bedroom with its own door to the outside.
Okay. Thinking ahead for maybe an elderly parent moving in or multi-generational living, even if you don't need it now.
Precisely. Designing for unknown future needs.
But, okay, how do these adaptable, maybe slightly less defined designs square with the practicalities, the hard engineering?
Well, that's a major hurdle.
Yeah.
One big thing identified is the design freeze.
Design freeze?
Yeah, in modular manufacturing, because it's factory process, you have to lock down the design really early on, like really early.
Okay, I see the conflict. That need for early certainty clashes directly with wanting flexibility later on, maybe even during the build itself.
It's a fundamental tension, between the efficiency of the process and the adaptability of the final building.
So design flexibility is one challenge. What about the money side, the economics? Are they actually cheaper in the long run?
That's another complex piece. The sources point to pretty high initial capital investment needed for the factories and setup.
Right, and then they're shipping these massive modules. I read the insurance costs can be surprisingly high.
They can be, especially for long journeys. And then you get to the site itself. You need huge cranes.
Which need good weather.
Exactly. So weather delays can be costly. You might need storage space if the site isn't ready, which adds costs. Plus, just getting the modules there can mean road closures, traffic disruption. It's logistically complex.
And structurally. Especially if you're building higher than just 1 or 2 stories. You mentioned seismic zones.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, especially earthquakes, mid to high-rise modular steel buildings face unique structural questions. Think about it. You're essentially stacking boxes. How do those connections between boxes behave under intense side-to-side shaking?
Right. Traditional building codes probably weren't written with that in mind.
Not really. The standard equivalent lateral force methods often just don't apply well. So research is heavily focused now on advanced connections between modules, and also on things like energy dissipating systems, basically, built-in shock absorbers to help the building withstand those forces and, crucially, maybe even be reusable after an earthquake. It requires rethinking the engineering.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for, someone thinking about this? Modular is evolving fast, it's pushing boundaries on efficiency, sustainability.
Definitely. Huge potential there.
But for it to really deliver that dream of a home that adapts with your life and be structurally sound everywhere, there's still work to do. Innovation is key.
It really is. It's this constant balancing act, isn't it? Between the speed and control of the factory and the messy, unpredictable, long-term needs of a building and the people living in it. Resilience, adaptability, those are complex goals.
So maybe a final thought for you listening. As modular homes do become more common, how do you think we, as homeowners, will balance those immediate wins, the speed, maybe lower initial cost, with that longer-term desire for a home that can genuinely grow and change with us over decades? Is it always going to be a trade-off, or can we eventually figure out how to get both?